All right, let's do a little bit of market analysis. And if you subscribe to our channel, you know I follow the market every single day. I'm very bullish on the long-term future of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but at this point, I think it is more likely than not that Bitcoin will fall below $3,000 sooner rather than later. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you my thoughts. And keep in mind, this is not something I know to be the case. This is something that I think will be the case. I think it's likely. I think it's probable. Fact is, nobody knows the future. We're only going to be able to know bottom after it happened, after the fact. And stick around till the end of this video where I want to talk about my long-term thoughts on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and this market as a whole. By the way, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for our daily videos on everything going on in the cryptocurrency space. My name is Aaron. If you want to support our channel, the only thing I ask of you is to click that like button. Clicking the like button, it's a really small thing you can do. It truly does help us grow a lot. Let's get into it. In no particular order, we'll just go through these. There are a few reasons why I think that we're going to fall below 3K. Number one, we continue to trend downwards. We continue to see these lower lows. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm sure you recall back in late November, early December, when Bitcoin, it seemed to be going through a capitulation where we fell 50% in value from just a little bit above the $6,000 price point to just a little bit above the $3,000 price point. And at this point, what I was hoping to happen was that we'd see a bounce back, a rebound to, I was hoping above $5,000, where we would then retest the $6,000 resistance, which would be pretty strong resistance this time around since it acted as support for almost a year. No, that did not happen. We did see a little bit of a bounce back. It was not that much, and you can see we've been getting lower lows ever since. Number two, lower highs. So you can see here that the highs are trending downwards. 4,200, 4,100, 4,000, boom, boom, boom. And each time we climb back up and we retest this $4,200 resistance level, we fall shorter and shorter, which makes me expect that we have more to fall. Number three, we have still not managed to break above the 6-month moving average or the 200-day moving average. Same thing, it's the orange line right here. And actually, if you look, for the last 6 months, it's been resistance. We have not been able to break above it for at least 6 months, except for about a week ago, where we did break above it, and that was giving me a lot of hope, but we got pushed right back down. So now we're below it. It's still resistance, and this moving average is getting lower by the day. If we had broken above it, then I was expecting the next moving average to provide resistance, the 100-day, and I was hoping that we'd trade between the $5,000 level to the $4,000 level, possibly with some accumulation, making us not fall as sharply, but that did not happen. So right now, we are below it. Now, to go further, I want to show you the similarities between where we are today and where we were a year ago, when a year ago we seemingly capitulated as well. I mean, now we know we did not capitulate, and keep in mind, I realize looking back now, we have the 2020 hindsight, but at the time, anything could have happened, and this could have been a capitulation. It wasn't. Now, it wasn't because after we dropped from about $20,000 to $6,000, what I expected to happen, or what possibly could have happened if this was a true capitulation, we would have rebounded back up, and we would have found support somewhere higher, maybe $8,000, $9,000, the $10,000 price point, and eventually we would have accumulated and consolidated, and eventually we would have entered another bull market. Now, instead what happened is after we crashed to $6,000, we didn't accumulate up here at 9, 10, 11,000. We accumulated down here at $6,000. And as we were accumulating at $6,000, we got tighter and tighter and tighter until eventually we broke below. And we're seeing something similar happen today. So after we seemingly capitulated in late November and early December, I expected us to bounce back up to maybe $4,000, $5,000. That didn't happen. It seems like we're capitulating close to where we broke down to, close to the $3,000 level. After we break below $3,000, our next support levels are 2,800, 2,500, and 1,800, and you can see that right here. Is it possible that we drop all the way down to $1,000? Yes. Yes, that is possible. And if you want some great technical analysis on that, I'd recommend you look into a guy named Tyler Jenks. I really like him. He has his own YouTube channel. It's called Hyperwave. But a great place to start is this Ivan on Tech interview. Ivan on Tech gave an interview of his Hyperwave theory about a week ago, and this is the video that you want to start with if you want to learn about that. Of course, I want to stress that you will never be able to invest at the very bottom. So if you're waiting for the very bottom to invest, you're going to miss it, because we're not going to know bottom until after the fact. Is it possible that 3,100 is the bottom, and that we're going to accumulate here, and that we're only going to go up from here? Yeah, that's possible, of course, but to me, that's not looking good right now. I think Bitcoin is going to be trading relatively low for the next few months, and after that, we're at 3 months of we're going to find the bottom, accumulate, and then after that, maybe in Q3, Q4 of this year, by the end of the year, and then we're going to start to go up. And more than that, eventually, I think a year or two from now, I think it's not going to matter whether you invested at 1K or 2K or 3K or 4K. Eventually, we are going to get above all-time highs once again. At least that's what I think. So, do I still think that by investing in Bitcoin and probably a select few altcoins, will that still lead to life-changing wealth? Yeah, of course I do. The point of this video is to show you that the technicals indicate that we have lower to go, we haven't bottomed, we might still see that one final capitulation and then accumulation, which will probably happen in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months. Now, in Q3 and Q4 at the end of the year, I'm expecting, as time passes, the sentiment is really going to change. People are going to recognize how low the market is. But really the point is that that's really what technicals are good for, indicating what's going to happen in the short term. See, if you want to figure out what's a good investment, you got to look at the fundamentals, because fundamentals are pretty accurate at predicting what's going to happen in the long term if you can analyze them correctly. And if you subscribe to our channel, you know that the fundamentals for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, I think, have never been stronger. And we show you these green flags on a daily basis. What we have right now is just a drop in the bucket. Think about this. This is like 1994 of the internet boom, right? In 1994, not a lot of people were using computers or the internet. It's kind of, scary. What do we even need this for? What's the point? It's not really that user-friendly. Well, technology develops real fast, and normalization in society happens real fast. And that's what we're seeing with Bitcoin. We're seeing this infrastructure being put in place, these on-ramps for people to buy in and people to use cryptocurrency and the blockchain. And if you subscribe to our channel, you know Bitcoin is a better means of payment, a better way to store wealth, and better money in general. It gives power back to the individual, no third parties, it's decentralized, it's trustless in that everything is stored in the blockchain, and it's permissionless in that you don't need a government or a third party approval to send or receive it. Now, these cryptocurrencies, the ones with real use case and the ones with good teams, these are going to boom even harder because, everything here really has a small market cap compared to what it could be, right? The dot-com bubble in the height before it popped was at $6.6 trillion, and that was primarily a US thing. Cryptocurrency has yet to see a $1 trillion market cap, and cryptocurrency is a global thing. We are in the early days of all this. And I think if you really look into this and study this, it's really going to pay off in the future because this is an industry that's going to boom. It's not going to boom in the next days to weeks to months, but in long term, I think it's going to boom. Now, what do you think? I'm interested to know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. My overall mantra is that a lot of people are going to make a lot of money in cryptocurrency over the next 5 to 10 years, and there's really no reason why you and me can't be two of those people. Let me know what you think. If you want to follow us on our Twitter is at altcoindailyio. It's a great way to keep in touch with us. Let's see, somebody had a comment on our video from the other day. Hope you watched this. A lot of people found value in this video. Sander said, don't think it'll matter much in the long run. Just bought some ETH. All right. I like it. I still hold mine. Looking forward to when the market turns bullish. All right. That's it for me today, my friends. My name is Aaron. This is Altcoin Daily. It's going to be a great year. Probably not a good couple of weeks, but a great year.